I found the text messages on a Tuesday. My husband Shane's phone lit up while he was in the shower and I saw it. "Can't wait to see you tonight," from someone named Nicole. My stomach dropped. My hands shook as I opened his phone. Months of messages, plans to meet, I love yous. My husband was cheating on me. I sat there feeling my world collapse. I had no idea that discovering this affair would save my life 3 weeks later. If you're married, engaged, or hoping to be someday, subscribe for stories that matter. Shane and I had been married 11 years. Good marriage, or so I thought. 2 kids, nice house, both had careers. We were busy, but happy. At least that's what I believed. The affair signs were there. I just didn't see them. Working late more often, protective of his phone, distant during conversations. I attributed it to work stress, to getting older, to life with kids being exhausting. That Tuesday, I found out the truth. He'd been seeing someone from his gym for 7 months. Nicole, personal trainer, 26 years old, everything I wasn't anymore after 2 kids in 11 years of marriage. I didn't confront him immediately. I was in shock, numb. I sat on our bed holding his phone, reading months of messages. The lies, the sneaking around, the things he said to her that he hadn't said to me in years. When Shane got out of the shower, I was still sitting there. "What are you doing with my phone?" "Who's Nicole?" His face went pale. He tried to explain, to make excuses. I didn't want to hear it. I told him to get out, to go to his brother's place. We'd figure out what happens next, but I needed him gone. He left. I called my sister, cried for 3 hours, felt like my entire life had been a lie. The next morning, I woke up angry, not just hurt, furious. How could he do this? How could he risk our family, our marriage, for a 26-year-old gym trainer? Then a thought hit me, a terrifying thought. If he'd been sleeping with her, what else had he exposed me to? What if she'd been with other people? What if he'd been with other people before her? I'd trusted my husband completely. We'd stopped using protection years ago after our second kid was born. I was on birth control, but that didn't protect against other things. I made an appointment with my doctor that same day, told her I needed a full STD panel, everything. She was understanding, didn't judge, said it was smart to get tested. "While you're here," she said, "you're overdue for your annual exam. Let's do that too." I agreed. Might as well get everything done at once. The STD tests came back negative, all of them. I felt relieved. At least Shane hadn't given me anything. At least there was that. But 2 days later, my doctor called. "We need you to come back in," she said. Her voice was serious, not the casual tone from before. "Is something wrong?" "I found something during your exam. I need to do a biopsy." My heart stopped. "Found what?" "A mass on your cervix. Could be nothing, could be something. We need to test it." I went in the next day. They did the biopsy, sent it to the lab, told me results would take a week. Longest week of my life. I didn't tell Shane. We were barely speaking. He was staying at his brother's, calling constantly, begging to talk. I ignored most of it. The results came back. Cervical cancer, stage 1B. Caught early, but aggressive. I sat in the doctor's office in complete shock. Cancer. I had cancer. If we'd caught this 6 months from now, it would be a very different conversation, my doctor said. At stage 1B, we can treat this. Surgery, maybe some radiation, but your prognosis is good. If it had progressed to stage 2 or 3, your survival rate drops significantly. So catching it now? Saved my life, yes. I sat there processing. If Shane hadn't cheated, I wouldn't have gone to the doctor. I was 6 months overdue for my annual exam, kept putting it off because I was busy, because I felt fine, because I didn't think I needed it. If he hadn't cheated, I wouldn't have gotten tested, wouldn't have done the exam, wouldn't have found the cancer until symptoms showed up, which could have been months from now, maybe a year. By then, it would have spread, would have been harder to treat, maybe impossible. My husband's affair had literally saved my life. I called Shane that night. Told him we needed to talk. He came over immediately, looking hopeful, like maybe I was ready to forgive him. "I have cancer," I said. No buildup, no gentle delivery, just the truth. His face went white. "What?" "Cervical cancer, stage 1B. They found it during an exam last week." "Oh my God, are you okay? What do they need to do?" I explained everything, the surgery, the treatment plan, the prognosis being good because we caught it early. "When did you go to the doctor?" he asked. "After I found out about Nicole. I went to get tested for STDs. They did my annual exam while I was there, found the cancer." He sat there quiet for a long time, processing. "So, if you hadn't found out about the affair, I wouldn't have gone to the doctor, wouldn't have found it, would probably be dead in a few years." The irony wasn't lost on either of us. The worst thing he'd ever done to me had accidentally saved my life. "I'm so sorry," he said, "for everything. For Nicole, for the affair, for all of it." "I know." "What do you need? How can I help?" "I don't know yet. Right now I need to focus on treatment, on surviving this. We can figure out the marriage stuff after." He nodded. "Whatever you need, I'm here." I had surgery 3 weeks later. They removed the cancerous tissue, got clean margins. The cancer hadn't spread to lymph nodes. Best case scenario. Shane was there, took time off work, helped with the kids, drove me to appointments, sat with me during recovery. We didn't talk about the affair, about Nicole, about our marriage. We just focused on getting through this. After I recovered, we started marriage counseling, had to address the elephant in the room, the affair that had destroyed our marriage, but also saved my life. "I'm grateful the cancer was found," I told the therapist, "but that doesn't erase what he did, doesn't make the betrayal okay." "I know," Shane said, "and I'm not asking you to forgive me because of it. What I did was wrong, unforgivable. I destroyed your trust, destroyed us. But you also accidentally saved my life. That doesn't make it better. That was luck, not intention." The therapist helped us work through it, the complexity of being grateful for the outcome while still processing the betrayal. It's been a year now. I'm cancer-free, clean scans, doctors say my prognosis is excellent. Shane and I are still together, working on our marriage. It's not fixed, maybe never will be fully, but we're trying. Some days I look at him and feel grateful. He saved my life even if he didn't mean to. Other days I look at him and feel angry. He cheated on me, lied to me, betrayed our family. Both things are true. Both exist at the same time. My friends don't understand how I stayed, how I could forgive someone who cheated. I'm not sure I have forgiven him, not completely. But I'm alive because of what he did, and that complicates everything. If he hadn't cheated, I'd still trust him completely, but I'd probably be dying of cancer right now, undiagnosed, untreated. Which is worse, being betrayed by someone you love or dying because you trusted them too much to question anything? I don't have an answer. What I do know is that life is complicated, that the worst thing and the best thing can be connected, that sometimes the thing that breaks you is the same thing that saves you. Nicole is gone. Shane ended it the day I found out. She didn't know he was married, thought he was divorced. She felt terrible when she found out the truth. I don't hate her. I hate what happened, but she was lied to also, another victim of Shane's choices. Shane goes to individual therapy, works on himself, on why he did what he did, on being someone I can trust again. Will I ever fully trust him? I don't know. Some days yes, some days no. But I'm alive to figure it out, and that's something. People say everything happens for a reason. I don't believe that. I think terrible things happen, and sometimes there are unexpected consequences. Sometimes those consequences are good, even when the initial thing was bad. Shane's affair was terrible, devastating, destructive, but it also saved my life. Both things are true, and I have to live with that contradiction every single day.